It's a bird, it's a plane. It's the new 52 Superman. Hey, what's shaking, what's baking? Welcome to another video from Hero City Toy Reviews. Today we are looking at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Gold Label Superman New 52 Edition. Of course, typical McFarlane box. There you go. They see Multiverse Superman on the front, the gold label right up there. There's one side. There's the other, Superman New 52. And there's the classic New 52 cover. Of course, the Superman New 52 refers to when DC Comics, I believe in 2011, rebooted their entire comic book line. All their characters got a fresh repaint. Some of them got different origin stories. It was a complete overhaul and reboot of the entire DC Comics line. This happened in 2011. And this is the Superman design from that reboot. So every comic book went back to issue number 1. And here he is. So let's open him up and have a look. All right, here he is out of the box. Doesn't come with too many accessories. Of course, typical McFarlane, comes with the the card, matches the cover artwork on the back of the box. Superman New 52, as you can see there, matches. And you can feel free to pause the video and read that. Of course, it gives you a little bit about Kal-El, aka Clark Kent, aka Superman. And the typical McFarlane stand that has DC on the bottom and the peg there. Although, as you can see, the stand on his own pretty well. Let's have a quick look here before we get into articulation. Sculpting. There it is. The nice curl on the forehead. Looking good. I like the paint application. The colors are really nice. The blue, yellow, and red that they chose here actually looks really good in my opinion. Of course, this one was just the tiny, very thin red belt, no trunks. I'm a classic Superman guy, so I'm a trunks guy. I love the Christopher Reeve and now the David Cornsweet Superman with the trunks. I just like the more classic look personally, so this is not the best look for me, especially on the figure here. It still looks like he's wearing blue trunks because it's separate from the legs, and you can see here it's like a separate piece. The belt and the trunks here are all one piece of rubber. Looks a little off to me. Not enough for me to hate the figure, but definitely prefer the figure with the trunks. But this is not what this figure is. This is the new 52 one. So this is their design, and of course Henry Cavill, Superman, kind of stole that from here. He also had something similar from what I remember. Anyways, let's get going. So there's the boots. You can see the nice detail there. There's the back. Again, nice paint application. Overall, very nice looking figure. Still happy to get this guy in my collection because he's the new 52. I remember getting Superman issue 1, which I still have that somewhere from the new 52. So not my favorite look, not my favorite costume. Like I said, more classic kind of guy. So, but still, either way, very nice. Now, one thing right off the bat, the cape. No articulation with this cape. There is no wire in this cape, which was very surprising to me. From all the Superman figures I've opened up from McFarlane so far, they are all wired capes. I do not know why they didn't do it with this one. So this has no wire in it. You cannot pose this cape. It just stays like that. Also, it has just a black logo. Again, I'm a more traditional guy. I like the red and yellow logo on the back better. Although, this is still better than no logo. It still has a logo, which I think the cape should have. If it has no logo, I don't even like it as much. At least it has something. But again, no wire on the cape. That's a bit disappointing. No extra heads, nothing. You get a small stand and a card. So very limited accessories with this guy, which is, again, kind of disappointing. I was hoping for a different head or some more hands, to kind of pose them in a different way, but you do not get that here. So articulation, let's have a look at that. Okay, so articulation, start with the head. Up and down, side to side is difficult, but there we go, the side's okay. Okay, there we go. So that's good. Arms all the way up this way. Nice triple joint there, that looks good. Bends at the elbows, of course. Wrist turns and goes up and down, I think. Here's, yeah, there you go. and it does go up and down. And of course, the waist bends very little, just enough to do that, I guess. And the chest, also a nice piece there. Legs all the way up and bend. And you got some movement in the ankles as well, and the toes. So pretty good articulation overall. Typical McFarlane. The articulation is not bad whatsoever. And again, I do like the color. The colors are really nice in this. No complaints there for me. I actually like the logo as well. It actually looks really nice. Overall, pretty good figure. Happy to have him in my collection. Yeah, if you're a Superman fan, this is definitely a must-get, because New 52 is part of the Superman history in DC Comics. And it's a good one to have alongside my other Superman. I'm going to bring in some other McFarlane figures now, Superman figures, and we will just compare them real quick, just to give you guys an idea once you put them side by side with the others. But before I do that, let's have a quick measurement of this guy. So he is it's about 6 inches exactly. So this guy's actually 6 inches right there. It's pretty good. So I'll bring in the other figures now. We'll have a quick comparison. All right, so I brought in the Silver Age McFarlane Superman figure and the Christopher Reeve. I'm a big Christopher Reeve guy, of course. Again, that's what, like I said, I like the trunks. I think that looks so much better, those colors. And probably my favorite McFarlane Superman figure is the Silver Age. This thing is just a beauty. From the sculpting to the paint application to everything, just a perfect Superman figure, followed by Christopher Reeve, of course, the legend. Also a perfect figure in my opinion. As you can see, they're pretty much all the same. They did Christopher Reeve properly. You can tell that the body's a bit skinnier like Christopher Reeve was. These two bodies look very similar, more on the muscular side, even though that one still looks a little bit bigger from what I can see. Let's have a quick measurement to make sure they're all 6 inches. This one here is just almost 6.5. So as we know, he's 6. Then we got Christopher Reeve at about 6.5 as well. So that one is actually a little bit smaller than the other two. But nonetheless, you can see how nice this will look on the shelf. Side by side, they look great together. And like I said before, this has the wired cape, so you can pose the cape. Same with this one. You can see that. You can pose the cape however you want. I don't know why they didn't do that here. Very strange to me. Would have been a nice to have. I love the posable capes. It adds so much to the figure and to how many positions you can display him in. It just adds a lot. So disappointing that we don't see that here with this guy. But again, overall great figure. It's going to go right beside these two guys on my shelf. It's going to look awesome. One more for my Superman collection. So let me know what you guys think. Worth getting, not getting? Do you like it? Do you like the suit? Leave a comment down below. And please, the channel is brand new. I'm trying my hardest to put out videos weekly. Would appreciate any kind of support, some likes, comments, and if you can subscribe, I would be greatly appreciated. Either way, thank you so much for watching, and hope you enjoy this, and we will see you on the next one.